extend love because either I'm sure of it or I'm afraid of it or whatever, that there's something else coming back. So what I have to do is start to establish this vision that in reality, not talking about the physical world, I'm talking about in the reality of spirit, that we are always in communion. And I'm talking about communion in the strict sense of the word. Communion meaning we are connected in communication with God and with each other at that level of spirit all the time. And that we are already extending love, and all of our brothers and sisters are already extending love to us. So here changes the whole mindset. If I get this idea that no matter how it appears to me in the first moment, no matter how it appears to me that I'm in a dangerous situation. When I say dangerous, I don't necessarily mean a physically dangerous situation, although it could be. I just mean a situation where I'm holding myself back. I'm watching, I'm looking, I'm seeing, I've got to figure out how I'm going to respond to what's going on. That if I can just change my mind a little bit to say that everyone here is already extending love to me. And all I have to do in order to know that is to extend it back. Because I've got to complete the circuit. I have to complete the circuit in my own mind. And then I will feel the give and take and the flow going back and forth. And anything then that I observe that is other than that, I can just tell myself, that's none of your business. That's none of your business. I remember somebody saying to me years ago, they said, you know, what you think about me is none of my business. And so I'm thinking this is the way that we can free ourselves from this. Is if it doesn't have anything to do with my purpose, it's none of my business. So now it opens up the way to go out into life, and I say, all right now, I don't have to have opinions about every single thing. You know what? We will fight to the death, literally, for this idea that we all have a right to our opinion. And I'm saying it's true, we do have a right to our opinion, except that our opinions are the things that keep us miserable. So what I want to do is I want to say, what has this got to do with my business? This thing that I want to have an opinion about. So it's always, and you know, this theme reemerges over and over again, but we have set up the system so that it keeps reporting news to us that is all none of our business. Or most of the time our reaction to it is none of our business. But we can change this around. So if you happen to be sitting watching CNN or watching any of the news programs and some story comes out to you that is just outrageous and you get yourself all worked up and you're going, I can't believe that these people did that. Stop for a minute. That's the part that's none of your business. That's the part that's none of your business. What is being presented right then in that story is an opportunity to actually give love to the situation. So every bad thing that you see happening, see it healed. Listen, you get overload if you watch for too long, so you got to stop, because you can give yourself time to be able to pray for these things that you've observed. It'd probably be a good idea if you just shut it off. But when these things appear to us, instead of going through all the reasons in our mind why these people are beyond the pale, why these people are so bad they are irredeemable, that what they have done, and isn't it horrible what has happened to this person, and want to talk. See, I'm going to suggest today that all the talk that we have about even not the bad thing that somebody did, but the bad thing that happened to somebody else, very much related to gossip. Stop. Isn't it something that we can sometimes get our minds get caught up in something bad that's going on for someone, and we're just anticipating the next bad thing? I watched I was watching when we had a hurricane, and I knew for sure that the weather person wanted it to get worse to make the story better. Stop. Extend love. See it healed. We've got to detach ourselves from all of this drama. And that's really what it's all about. It's all about making a soap opera in our mind over every situation is an opportunity for somebody to sell it as entertainment. But the only way that it can be presented as entertainment is if it appeals to your prurient interests. So it has to be really bad. Or it has to be like really shocking. So, but it's just an opportunity. It's just an opportunity if we could stop for a moment and say, let me see that person who I was just about to say how horrible it is that this happened. Let me see that in reality, nothing happened to them at all. That in spirit, really, they're fine. Now, yes, I'm not denying that they're going through a traumatic experience in the body, but in spirit, they're just fine. And in a moment, it's going to pass. Now, you go, well, yeah, but it may pass because they passed. But where'd they go? If they're in spirit, it all depends on your belief system. If you believe that it isn't spirit, that all there is the physical body, well, man, it's bleak. But deal with it then. But if you believe that life is eternal, if you believe that you really are more than a body, then you have to be able to see that all of these situations are just passing fancy. That they came to pass. They didn't come to stay. They came to pass. And so what we want to see is love moving out to fill the gaps. Love moving out to fill the gaps, the perceived gaps between you and me. The perceived gaps between us and our family members. The perceived gaps between us and other ethnic groups. All of these distractions from the love of God. To feel our love, filling those gaps, so that we can feel the love of our brothers and sisters coming back to us. That's our business. That's our purpose. Let's mind it.